Greetings and thank you for tuning in to the Gemma movie recap channel. Today we'll be delving into the narrative of the 2018 British action film Accident Man. This film introduces us to Mike Fallon, a lethal assassin known as the Accident Man. When a member of his own gang takes the life of a dear one, Fallon embarks on a quest for vengeance, the only cause that truly matters to him. So, let's explore the plot. A mysterious figure takes aim with a plastic pneumatic gun. It's barrel devoid of bullets, but filled with glass shards. His intended target is an office worker, and the tension builds as he shifts his aim towards an approaching car, firing glass shards into its tires. The car spirals out of control and collides with the office worker, transforming the driver into an unwitting killer. With a smug grin, the assailant escapes. This tale foreshadows a film centered on an assassin who excels at orchestrating fatal accidents. Meet Mike, the top-tier hitman in an organization led by Big Ray, a seasoned assassin. Mike stands out among his fellow assassins, each boasting distinct techniques. Big Ray's volatile temperament matches his frenzied approach, albeit one that has fallen out of favor with clients. The next individual specializes in poison, employing it in toothpaste and on cigarettes, with victims swiftly succumbing. Max and Mick, former special forces, craft assassinations that masquerade as everyday accidents, leaving no trail for the authorities. Jane wields her katana with precision, while Fred's intricate methods once eliminated an entire team using experimental gas. Enter Milton, the bald coordinator who interfaces between clients and assassins, assigning missions based on the client's unique requests. The funds are overseen by the portly individual Milton. Mike, renowned as the top assassin, frequently receives assassination assignments. On one occasion, he was tasked with eliminating an inebriated office worker. The man returned home in the middle of the night, completely oblivious to Mike's presence. As the drunk man attempted to reach for a watch, every move he made was anticipated by Mike. When the man stood on a chair, Mike employed a rope to silently strangle him from behind. The victim, bewildered and gasping, had no idea what was happening. When asked if he knew who Mike was, the assassin responded icily, "Yes, I know who you are. You're worth $25,000. It becomes evident that Mike's primary concern is money. He accepts missions without discerning the target's character, so long as there's a financial incentive. Subsequently, Mike was assigned the task of eliminating an entire rock band. He discreetly infiltrated their venue, blending in with the audience and observing their final performance. Noticing the exposed power supply line, Mike cleverly splashed a glass of water onto it, resulting in the electrocution of the band members performing with electronic equipment. The audience was left in bewilderment. After each mission, Mike sought outlets for stress relief, typically opting for a pub. On one occasion, he intervened when witnessing uncouth thugs harassing an attractive woman. Mike swiftly took on the thugs and dispatched them with his combat prowess. Despite his professional combat and assassination abilities, few would suspect that Mike was once a bully young man. In a poignant flashback, he was shown being pursued and tormented by a group of teenagers who extorted his lunch money. Unable to pay them with his meager newspaper-selling earnings, Mike confronted a middle-aged man who was unlawfully entering a house with a gas cylinder, which subsequently exploded. The man left, but nothing unusual occurred. Piqued by this, Mike shadowed him for weeks, discovering he was an assassin who orchestrated assassinations to appear as accidents. To Mike's surprise, the assassin turned out to be Big Ray. Confronting him, Mike extracted a confession and coerced Big Ray into imparting his expertise. Mike, driven by past bullying, aspired to eliminate his tormentors without facing legal repercussions. Recognizing Mike's determination and stealth abilities, Big Ray believed it was only a matter of time before Mike evolved into a professional assassin. Under Big Ray's tutelage, Mike learned the art of staged accidents, firearms proficiency, and defensive tactics. With time, Mike ascended to become a premier assassin in the organization. Tasked by Milton to dispatch a young accountant named Root, Mike accepted without hesitation. He utilized a pneumatic shotgun filled with glass shards and meticulously timed the assassination to make it appear accidental.
Oh my God, I've killed him!
Mike's smirk concealed his satisfaction as he walked away, leaving the scene resembling a tragic mishap. Later, Milton summoned Mike to claim his reward, but he was ambushed by an amateur assassin. Despite various martial arts attempts, Mike consistently prevailed in these encounters. You could have sniped from a high rise or used dynamite to obliterate the scene upon my arrival, but instead, you rushed in and fired like a thug. What a disgrace to the assassin profession, Mike admonished. After his words, Mike lifted the amateur assassin and constricted his throat, breaking his neck with force. He then positioned the lifeless body on the sidewalk beside the curb, placing his motorcycle nearby to stage the incident as an accident. The scene appeared as if the killer had taken a reckless turn, lost control, and fatally injured himself. Mike received a call from Charlie, informing him of the tragic death of his ex-girlfriend, Beth. Although separated for some time, Beth, an environmental activist, had left a significant impact by shutting down multiple environmentally harmful factories. Beth had been murdered by two thieves who accidentally took her life when she caught them in the act. After the thieves' drug overdose deaths, Mike learned that Beth was carrying his child. Mike, suspecting an assassination after investigating the crime scene, uncovered the truth behind Beth's demise. Mick and Mac, the killers, confessed to the crime, motivated by their belief that Beth and Mike had severed ties. Enraged, Mike confronted them, using his assassin skills to outmatch the two former Special Forces operatives. Mike's attacks became extraordinarily potent as a result of intense training and assassination sessions. He swiftly incapacitated his assailants, shoving Mac and Mick aside and delivering a series of blows to them. Turning to Charlie, Mike informed her of Beth's assassination and inquired about Beth's background. Charlie revealed that Beth possessed a vital hard drive, with a backup located at her parents' house. Just as they conversed, a guild assassin with a bushy beard entered, sent to eliminate Charlie. The bearded assassin, known for his short temper, went on a rampage, slashing indiscriminately. Seizing a moment of distraction, Charlie managed to stab him in the shoulder, but the bearded man's sheer strength allowed him to retaliate. Tragically, he fell onto an axe, sustaining fatal injuries, and before dying he disclosed that Knowlton had ordered Charlie's assassination. Upon hearing this, Mike urged Charlie to retrieve Beth's documents from her parents' residence and then contact him. Simultaneously, Mike confronted Knowlton to force him to divulge the mastermind behind Charlie and Beth's assassinations. Knowlton revealed that it was an accountant named Kent. Armed with this information, Mike arranged a rendezvous with Charlie after she secured Beth's documents. Charlie explained that Beth, an environmental activist, had been investigating an Indian oil company called Vanka. The company's director had secured drilling rights through bribery, and Beth learned of this from an accountant named Root. Root, whom Mike had eliminated, had a colleague named Kent who was aware of Root's involvement with Beth. Kent had been tasked by the company director to find and eliminate the individuals involved. Kent also possessed a recording of the conversation with Knowlton, which he later provided to Mike. Just as this unfolded, Mick and Mac stormed in on the scene. Witnessing Mike's increasing disruption, Big Ray ordered the entire team of assassins to eliminate him. Mick and Mac unleashed a barrage of bullets, with Mac wearing a brace due to a previous injury. In a fit of rage, Mac hurled a grenade at Mike, who skillfully kicked it back, causing an explosion that momentarily stunned the duo. Seizing the moment, Mike wrested control of Mac's firearm, but Mick inadvertently shot Mac when Mike used his body as a shield. Mike then incapacitated Mick with a fire extinguisher and proceeded to knock him out. Meanwhile, an assassin specializing in poisons discreetly ambushed Mike, attempting to use a toxic cloth to incapacitate him. However, Mike, anticipating the attack, held his breath. The poison-wielding assailant intended to stab Mike with a knife, but Mike countered, stabbing the assassin with his own weapon and sending him tumbling down the stairs. Mike then encountered Fred, an easily underestimated assassin with ineffective tools, whom he promptly subdued. Extracting a poison bandage from Fred's pocket, Mike departed. His next destination was the Vancup Company's director's office, where he crossed paths with a katana-wielding female assassin dispatched by Big Ray to protect the elderly director. Initially, the female assassin's agility matched Mike's, but her lesser strength worked to his advantage, allowing him to push her through a door. The director armed her with a katana, and she attacked fiercely. Mike dodged her slashes, attempting various objects like a lamp and a suitcase as defenses, but the katana sliced the suitcase in two. Seizing an opportunity, Mike counterattacked, disarmed the assassin, and fatally wounded her. He then confronted the director, who offered a bribe, but Mike decapitated the Indian man. Returning to Big Ray, Mike played the incriminating recording, revealing Kent's orders to eliminate Ruth, Beth, and Charlie, with the intention to then dispose of the assassin to eliminate all traces, promising a threefold payment. With the truth laid bare, Big Ray chastised Milton before passing him a poisoned bandage, ultimately leading to Milton's demise. Though Big Ray understood the facts, he was infuriated that Mike's actions had dismantled the organization he had cultivated. In the end, he allowed Mike to depart, but severed all ties with him, marking the conclusion of the film. We're eager to hear your thoughts on the film. Are you looking forward to how the story unfolds? Do you have any predictions for its conclusion? Please share your opinions in the comments. If you enjoyed this recap, show your support by liking it, subscribing for more content, and sharing it with your friends and family. Be sure to explore our channel for additional movie summaries that align with your interests and enable notifications to stay informed about our upcoming videos. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to have you with us in our next video.